Hey everyone, it's Game Fruit Pulp. Welcome back to another video on the Valcrest server. Today we're going to be hopping back into our recommendation series and looking at different ways that I think we could improve the Valcrest server and make it a more immersive experience. Today we're going to be doing something I don't think I've talked about yet in the series, and that's going to be a new rank tree. So my recommendation in this video is going to be talking about a new type of rank tree that you can go on. For those of you who don't know, Valcrest has different ranks. For example, this is the playtime rank that I have, Old Timer. Let me see if anyone else has talked. No one else has talked, so I can't show you any other ranks. But there's, I think, 6 or 7 rank trees right now in the server that you can use. And today we're going to be talking about one that I believe should be a new one. And so the rank tree is pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be to do with railroads. I guess you can call it the railway engineer or something. And so there's sort of, for those of you who don't know how the ranks work, there's different criteria that must be met in order to rank up, and as you get to higher ranks, the rank criteria, the difficulty increases. And so I'm just going to get a minecart because we're going to be riding rails for me to demonstrate my point for this this video. But for each rank it should get more difficult, and that way you know that like it's not too easy to rank up, it's not too hard. And so I put some thought into this, and this is something that I've wanted to see for a while. A rank tree related to railway, just because, especially with the latest update to the economy where it costs money to teleport, one of the reasons the staff said they did this was to increase the use of actual in-game transportation like horses and railway and that kind of stuff. And so I think an added bonus for as a way to increase the railway usage would be to simply make it so that you have a way to rank up through the railroads. And so the basic criteria that I think should be used for the railway rank tree are as follows: the amount of rails you've placed, the amount you've ridden on the rails, and then the amount of stations you've built. And now stations I think could be done like churches, where you have different levels of stations. So something like this, just a basic train station, not very complicated. Obviously the interior would have to be done here, it's not. But a train station like this would be like for a tier 1 train station. So this would be something you need. You need one tier 1 train station, and let's say, I don't know, a kilometer worth of rails laid, and 10 kilometers worth of rails ridden to unlock the first rank tree for the railroad. Sorry. And then from there, obviously the mining, and like lumber cutting, MCMMO rank should be there as well, but those are the main things I think you should need. And then as we move along here, I'm going to move to a new area. As we work our way there, I think that as the ranks get higher, you should obviously have to ride more and have to place more rails, and then as well we have tier 2 and tier 3 train stations. And I don't think I haven't built, and no one I know has built a train station that I think should be tier 3 in my eyes. I think it should be a pretty difficult thing, something like a Union Station or like a really main transit hub. So like for example, this here would be another tier 1. What is going on with that? Another tier 1 train station, just a small little thing. This one's finished, so you could have like an actual, this is like where you buy your tickets, this is where you wait for your train, and then you hop on the train here. So this would be another tier 1. Then over here we have our rail switch. For those of you who haven't seen this, this takes you to a couple places. It takes you to Portland, and it takes you to Neviton. So we're going to go to Neviton. Actually, no we're not, no we're not, no we're not. Stop, please. No. There we go. Okay, we're going to actually go to Portland. And I can't use the minecart. There we go. Okay, we're going to go to Portland. Oh wait, no we're not, never mind, because I forgot. Recently all the rails on the way to Portland got unredstone, so we can't go that way. So we're going to go to Neviton, make our way there. So as you can see, all this rail has been placed. So what I was thinking is the tier 1 rank would have 1 kilometer of rail placed, 10 kilometers ridden. Tier 2 rank would be 10 kilometers placed and 25 kilometers ridden. Tier 3 would be 25 kilometers placed. Tier 4 would be 50 kilometers placed. Tier 5 would be 100, or maybe it's more. I don't know. I don't really know. I can't really quantify it. The statistics for Minecraft rails ridden are in kilometers, but I don't know how much one block represents. Like I don't know how many rails is a kilometer of rails. So it's hard to judge, but basically like my thought process was that the time ridden on the rails, which is pretty easy to check, I can show you right here. Where's my time ridden on my card? 108 kilometers. And so I've ridden this long track like 6 or 7 times, this whole thing in its entirety, and I've only just passed 100 kilometers ridden. So I think that 100 kilometers placed is a pretty significant amount of rails. If I had to guess, this is probably 25 kilometers worth of rails. So 4 times this, or sorry, 3 times more of what's here is pretty significant for a tier 4 rank. So I think that would be pretty balanced. And then for the stations, what I was thinking is you need to build, for tier 1, obviously 1 tier 1 station, or sorry, for the first railway rank, you need 1 tier 1 station. Then the second one, you could have either 2 tier 1s or 1 tier 2. The third one, you need 1 tier 2. And then the fourth, you need 2 tier 2s or a tier 3. Then the fifth, you need 2 tier 3s, and that would be basically your rank tree. And that would be, I think the top is tier 5, I believe. So that would be your highest. If not, then you could have just more tier 3s having to be built. But we're almost there, I believe, just making our way on these rails. And I think it's important for this rail rank to be created, because right now there isn't really any incentive to build rails. Like for this was built sort of just because we wanted to connect our town in a different way that no one else had done when I was still in Leviathan. And now it's actually turned into 3 different towns, which is cool, because our 3 towns are connected by rail. And so it gives us added incentive to sort of make the railroads now that we, from there, have been able to start 3 different towns on the railroad, kind of how they settled in North America. And then we have another town in our nation that has an outpost near my town, and we're building a railroad to there as well. And so I think it's a pretty good like method of travel, but right now there's no incentive to use this, because TPing, even though TP has a cost, it's still pretty cheap, and so you don't really have any added incentive to use the railroad or use your horses or use added different modes of transportation like boats, because if like you're going to travel for an extended period of time to spend $5 in TP, right? And so I think that if you could add an incentive to develop the railroad system in Valcrest, it would be pretty cool, and it's something that I'd like to see done. As we approach Leviathan, you can see coming up here. Oh no, we're not almost there though. Again, this is not me demanding. For those of you who haven't watched, these aren't demands to the server staff. These are conversations that I want to start with the server players. And so if you do have any ideas on how you can maybe improve this rank tree, or if you think this rank tree is dumb, if you want to see it in the game, if you don't, be sure to let me know in the comments or on the Valcrest forum where it's going to be shared. And hopefully we can start a pretty good discussion on this, because I think that it would be cool if we see some new ranks in the future that are more build based, but not exactly build. So like, for example, I like the Gods plugin because it has different building things for churches, except the religion is very difficult to get ranked up, and you lose priests so easily and all that stuff. So I'd like to see another rank tree that's kind of based on building, but also based on something else. And so I think that the Rails offers a good chance to do this. I don't know what that is. I think the Rails, we're going to look over here. I think the Rails offer a good chance to do this, and it's something that players can do, not easily, but they can start out and get the first rank fairly easily. And I think that that's something that for other rank trees like the party rank, it's more difficult for a player who's new at the game to start out and do that rank. And so for this, I think that it would be a good way for example, if a town wants to develop a railroad, they can get their new members to just build the railroad and then ride the whole track in its entirety, and that's how you get your rank, because it would be a way to sorry, I got distracted by chat. It would be the way that you sort of develop your railroad, was you have your noobs build 10 kilometers and then ride the whole thing, and then if 5 noobs have built it, it'll be 50 kilometers worth of rails. And so that's how a pretty easy way to get ranked up, and then all you need to do is build stations along the way, and then that's how the entire server could get developed with a cool railway structure that could be used by the whole server. And then it would be cool eventually. My dream is that you just don't have the TP anymore. You just ride rails. But obviously a lot of people wouldn't like that, and so I don't think that's a fair thing to expect. But here's an example of a tier 2 railway station. Obviously the the interior isn't done, so that would need to be done. But it's a larger station than the one I built, more detailed. I think it takes up 4 plots, and my other ones took up 1. So there's that, and that's pretty much it for this. So let me know what you think about, I'm going to kill this horse. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below, or in the forum page when it is posted there. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see more content like this in the future. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your continued support. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button and share the channel with your friends. That way you can help me grow and we can get more videos out in the future. But that's everything. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to check out the server, the IP is in the description down below, as well as the link to the current rank page. Aside from that, I hope you guys have a good day. My name is Game Fruit Pulp, and I will catch you guys all later. Have a good one.